Thank you for joining us tonight. Coast Guard crews are desperately combing the Gulf looking for signs of a missing family. A father and his 3 teenage children have not been heard from since Sunday. They were sailing their boat from Sarasota to Fort Myers, and there was a debris field that was found along the way today. But there's no sign of this family still. News Channel 8's John Rogers joining us from Sarasota with the latest on this. John, bring us up to date.
Good evening, guys. Right at this moment, the Coast Guard's leading a massive search by sea and air for this family. They told us they're throwing everything they've got, and they're not losing hope that that family is still alive. The Coast Guard tells us for the past year, 45-year-old Ace Kimberly lived in Sarasota with his 3 children, 15-year-old Donnie, 13-year-old Roger, and 17-year-old Rebecca. The family lived on a 29-foot sailboat that was moored in this area of Sarasota Bay. On Sunday morning, they left for Fort Myers to repair their vessel, but they were met with trouble. At around 3 p.m., Ace called his brother, saying they encountered rough seas off the coast of Inglewood and were attempting to survive. They weren't heard from again.
It's hard to, maintain your balance in waves that are that big.
A search began on Tuesday, and this morning, crews found a debris field 33 miles off Sanibel Island.
This debris field contained a tarp, some water jugs, 6 life jackets, a pair of shoes, and a basketball and a propane tank.
Crews also found one of the family's kayaks later in the day, but the Coast Guard is not giving up. The search continues, with everyone hoping that the family will be found safe. I spoke with the Coast Guard not too long ago. They tell me right now there's still a life vest missing and a kayak missing. So it's still a very active search and rescue mission, and they're certainly not giving up hope. Back to you.
John, have you heard from anyone who actually knows this family? And if so, what are they saying?
Yes, while they were staying here in Sarasota, they're in this area where a lot of transient boaters come in and out. And we did hear from a man that actually had met this family and spoken with them. Obviously, he and many others are very worried. You'll hear more about that coming up at 6.
All right, John Rogers live in Sarasota. Thank you, John.